We begin tonight with breaking news. We are just learning that JPMorgan CEO Jamie Dimon has had emergency heart surgery. The company just releasing a statement within the last 20 minutes saying that Mr. Dimon is awake and recovering. Our Wilfred Frost is on the news line. Wilf, what happened with Mr. Dimon?
Tyler, thanks so much. As you just said, JPMorgan chairman and CEO went through heart surgery this morning. Co-presidents of the firm, Gordon Smith and Daniel Pinto, sent that following that message to employees. You just read a part of it. It said, quote, "We want to let you know that Jamie experienced an acute aortic dissection this morning. He underwent successful emergency heart surgery to repair the dissection. The good news is it was caught early and the surgery was successful. He is awake, alert, and recovering well." I can tell you further, Tyler, that he woke up this morning. He was, in fact, meant to be going to Jack Welch's funeral, but he awoke with chest pains, and he even knew that he knows his body well, and this chest pain was not something he was used to, and immediately went to hospital, where he underwent, as we said, multiple hours of surgery. I'm not sure how long, but certainly over 3 hours, I'm led to believe. And thank goodness that surgery went well. And as we said at the top, he is now awake and alert, and the signs initially are encouraging. One other line from the internal email that went out 15 minutes ago to employees came from lead director of the board, Lee Raymond, which said, quote, "Our board has been fully briefed on these developments and has asked Daniel and Gordon to lead the company during this period as Jamie recuperates." And Tyler, overall, of course, thankfully, the most important thing, that recuperation seems very likely based on the background conversations I've had this evening.
Mr. Dimon has had a history of cancer, if I'm recalling correctly, Wilf, but I don't know of any heart issues that have been part of his past. Do you?
No, I agree with that. And of course, he made a full recovery from his cancer. It's something that we discussed with him multiple times. You and other interviewers and me, myself, and he always spoke very poignantly about it. I think, of course, without being a medic, that this was far more severe and far more sudden a threat to his life, a threat that thankfully has passed. But he is someone we all know is a fighter and a strong fighter, and thankfully it sounds like he will be coming through this.
All right, Will, thank you very much for your report there. Wilfred Frost reporting on the condition tonight of CEO of JPMorgan, Jamie Dimon. Karen Finerman joins us now. She's a money manager and one of the Fast Money Five. Karen, you own some JPMorgan stock. This is obviously, I'd say, shocking news. He's a very vigorous man, and happily, it seems like his good health has put him in good stead here, and he's recovering.
Yes, it is. You know, Jamie Dimon is an incredible executive. I think he's the finest executive in the financial business, and so that's a really important part of the JPMorgan story and culture. I'm very glad to hear that he had something and he's fine, as opposed to hearing it out in pieces and being very concerned about the outcome. I do think maybe the stock was getting hit a little bit. I think I saw in after hours. I don't know if perhaps some people knew that. But it does bring again the question of his succession. You know, he's always said, I have a sort of this rolling 5 years from now I'll retire. And whenever you ask him that, it's 5 years from then. So I think it sort of brings it a little bit more front and center. I'm glad to hear he's doing well.